What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? Wanted to make a quick video based off an email that I just got. There's a young lady who just finished playing softball. She just former student athlete, just graduated, and she feels stuck at her job. She's unhappy, and she feels like she doesn't want to leave because she hasn't been there for a year, and she doesn't want to look like she's a job hopper, right? So I felt like it's important to address this, and I'll just start out by saying that in 2019 being a job hopper is not a bad thing. And there's ways to overcome that. Now, I'm not saying you should be irresponsible and just go somewhere and leave. Obviously, you want to be intentional about the jobs that you're applying for. One of the things that I messed up early on when I was finishing playing football, graduating college, and coming out into the professional world, I had no idea what I was doing, which is what led to all the job hopping, right? So I think it's very important to acknowledge, though, if you get somewhere and it's not what you thought it was, or you go into something thinking like, yeah, this is going to be my career path, and then you find yourself there and you're unhappy, or you're burned out, or it's not, or you find yourself wanting to explore other, industries, or going a different route, maybe even starting a business for yourself. It's okay to leave. And if you're leaving one place, and let's say you've been there less for a year, right? Because that's the old adage that you're supposed to stay somewhere for a year in order to make it look like you're committed, or you're not going to go from that you're not a job hopper, basically. But let's say you want to leave your job, you haven't been there for a year, and then you're going into another job. One thing that used to help me in interviews, and this is not dishonest. Let's say I had been in my last job for 6 months, and here I am sitting in front of someone about to start a new job, getting interviewed, and like, oh, it looks like you only stayed blah 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 for 6 months, basically trying to see, if I'm a job hopper or what my long term plan is. I would just tell them straight up. I got there. At one point, I thought that that was the career path I wanted to go down, and that's why I'm here right now, because I realized this is a better fit. And this position that I'm interviewing for right now is better aligned with what I want to do long term. And I think that I'll be able to grow and develop here, and my skills will be better utilized here. Um, so that's just a little tip. Also, you know, if you feel like you're going from job to job, you can't really figure out what you want to do. As cliche as it sounds, I would definitely say to just really try to figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Because there's so many different opportunities. We live in this day and age where, like, for example, I love working with people and helping people. And I was able to form a business around that to the point where I could walk away from my job, walk away from my 9 to 5, and just run a business, get clients, work off a cell phone and a laptop. Whatever you enjoy doing, whatever your gift is, whatever you're skilled at that contributes to other people, while you're working that job, if it makes you miserable, figure out how you can turn your passion or your gift, or whatever it is that interests you outside of your career, outside of what you do to earn a living. If there's things that interest you, figure out how you can monetize that. So you don't necessarily have to go from job to job searching for happiness. You can be at a job, paying your bills, earning money, while also in your free time exploring different ways to monetize your passion or your gift. So just food for thought, just something to think about. But guys, as far as being a job hopper, um, there's so many different ways around that. And realistically, if you're miserable somewhere, you're just wasting time, and you're wasting the company's time if you're trying to stay there for a year. Like, if you already know in the back of your mind you're planning on leaving this company, but you're just waiting for the year mark, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, start looking now, look for something else, or figure out and spend time figuring out what you actually want to do, so that you're not going from job to job like I did. You know what I mean? All right, I think that's enough. I love you guys. I'll check you next time.